Grand Rising, everybody. Grand Rising. Sirena, Barefoot, Gypsy. Got my Gypsy soul shirt on. Grand Rising. Hope you're having a fabulous day already. It's like, I don't know, 9 or something, and we haven't even gotten ready for work yet. I think Mike is still sleeping, and I like to come out here. Anyway, so, how are you? I put a bunch of braids in my hair last night, and this is it came out. I slept with them overnight. Not loving it. Anyway, excuse me. I was getting I have so many things written down, and I just came out here and I was like, okay, what's going on with the collective right now? What messages do you have? And I don't know, I feel like what's coming to mind, what's coming to me is transformation. With this newfound passion that's reigniting in some of you. And thank you, by the way, for being here. A transformation and integration. Like, you're like, all right. Say you're wanting to get started on your business, on your project, on your whatever it is, right? Your calling. What your soul is calling for you to do. What makes your heart sing. And hang on. Seriously? Hold on. Your passions and anyway, I had to pause you for a sec. And let's get back on track. I'm losing all my freaking nails. Integrating, right? Transforming your life, making that decision that, you know, what's on the inside will show on the outside. So you're trying to figure out ways, like maybe you can't quit your job and go full force, but maybe you're splitting up the time. I'm hearing dedicating so many hours a week to your project, to your passion, even if it's a hobby, whatever it is. And you know, looking back over your life going, I remember there was a time that whenever I said blah, 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 you did it and you accomplished all these things. Somewhere along the lines, I'm hearing, lost yourself. You didn't lose yourself. You were, it was all learning. You know, everything, even if you look back and go, man, I wasted all those years, or why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Why was I doing this? Why was I doing that? It's all part of your journey to get you here, right? To this time, to this place, to this moment in time for yourself. And yeah. God, Spirit, your higher self is behind you. That's not what I was going to say. I was going to say something else, but I heard, we're behind you. We're beside you. Follow the path of your soul. You lead the way, and we're behind you. We're right there with you. Keep it up. Take a step. Take a step. Write it down. Set some goals. or whatever works for you. Do it in silence. You don't have to explain things. No is a complete sentence. And when you're and I was going to say super, but hyper came out. When you're hyper-focused on what it is, on your thing, when you're hyper-focused on your thing, pay attention to the people that want to interrupt you. Maybe they'll call you. They really don't have anything to say, but they'll just sit on the phone. Right? Those little disturbances. Maybe when you're in your space, don't say, hey, I'm working on something, leave me alone right now, because, or you can try that, and then see if they want to interrupt you with a bunch of freaking nonsense. Then you know. You know who the snakes are. You know who your roadblocks are. The little bumps in the road. They're the bumps in the road. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. And make sure you set it so there's no priority people that will be able to, confirmation verb. I got beeping. Because you're important. And people are so used to you making time for them and doing all these other things. But you got to make time for yourself. You got to make you top priority. No one else is going to do it. Would love to drain all your energy so you can't do anything. And even if it's not that, even if it's not malicious, people, if you allow things to happen, or you allow yourself to be taken off of, distracted and taken away from your self-care, your self-love, your things, they'll gladly allow you to. They'll let you. It's up to you. You know the fucking itch that's right in the upper middle part of your back that you can't fucking reach, and it just always itches, and it's like almost like under the skin. It's like, I don't know, it's weird. I had it for a long time on this side, and it went away for a while, and then it's back. This phase, this time, this thing, it's all about you. Make it about you. Because when you help yourself and you heal yourself, it helps the world. Especially those that, I heard, are in your energy. Those that are around you. In your space. The unhealed parts of them may lash out at you, but you still... I heard that word, Kill, with kindness, but maybe we won't use that word. Yeah. Begin to say, step aside, ego, or check yourself. Ask yourself questions. Before you react, stop, drop, stop for a minute, maybe take some deep breaths, and ask yourself questions. Is what they're saying or doing really affecting you? Is it yours, or is it their reaction, their human reacting to whatever? And I heard, choose your words wisely, carefully, because they're showing me it's like a chain reaction, like I'm saying all this because that's what's coming through, but this is my message as well. And I'm way better than I used to be. And I get better all the time. Practice makes perfect. Till it becomes muscle memory. Until we automatically come from that place and that space of love, caring, and understanding. It grows. You planted that seed. That seed is in your soul, is in the depths of you. And you're watering that. You know, a lot of people, I hear people talking about, you need to get away from people, places, and things things that are not good for you, and this and that and the other thing. But sometimes we just can't up and walk out. So what are we to learn? What are we to practice? What are we to do until that happens? What can I do for myself today that gets me one step closer to where it is I want to be, or away from where it is I'm at, or surrounded by like-minded souls like myself, like yourself, right? So we go step by step. And then as we're dedicated to our journey, like we've been dedicated to other fucking shit that wasn't great for us, as we put forth our energy and we water that, I'm being shown like the tree of life. It's like inside of you, like it grows in you, and then it blossoms, it blooms. I'm getting people bumps all over. It's so different. When I look in my side mirror and I look here, hi Birdie, and I look here, it's like I'm all tan and, well, I have my glasses on, so I'm like, yeah, you look kind of good. But here it's like not, because there's more light. Because there's more light. What does that, I mean, what does it have to do with anything? Well, thank you. How we view ourselves. How we view ourselves in our situations. Remember, it's all BS. It's all belief systems. So, you need to see yourself in a different light. Begin to think of yourself from your end result, from the place you want to be. Your ultimate goal, right? Your ultimate thing, why you've been going through and doing all of this shit all these fucking years. Live from the end is what I'm getting. Yeah, maybe you're living in your car, you're staying at friends' houses or bouncing around or doing whatever. Living in a hotel. I would love to live in at least a hotel room, by myself. But they're so fucking expensive. I'd have to work, it's just, I would love so many things. But thank you. There's a teaching in this. There's a lesson in that. So, by me saying that, thank you. They said it's like a defeatist. Defeatist? It's like coming from a place of lack and not having. God, I wish I love that. It's so, the vibration of it. It doesn't make you feel great. It's the opposite of that, right? So, I guess that's why it's coming through that way. Living from the end, where you want to be. and holding that vision, regardless of what you see around you. It's internal. Your internal will show on the outside. Sirena, do this fucking shit, will you? I'm working on it, motherfuck. You know what I mean? I'm right there. I'm right there with you guys. And that's why I shoot these videos, I guess. I don't know, because... Well, you'll shoot these videos because the Lord asked you, but you won't fucking do anything else. Aha, here's my sign. Yeah, they're assuring me that it is a process. And it's something you will have to work at. But maybe we should take that word work out, because that in itself has what? For most people, that 4-letter word work is low vibrational. I'm just going to say low vibrational. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to try to get into explaining it a bunch of different ways. I don't know. It's almost like so much has happened, so much has been done, and you're weary and you're fucking tired, and it's just like, ugh, you know, a rat race I just heard. But fuck, look at all the muck you went through on your belly crawling through the fucking muck and the muck and the muck and the muck, and then you get buried sometimes, and then you have to climb out of that and climb through the muck, and then you're buried again, and you climb through. It's never fucking ending. But now you're like a little more prepared. Now you climb through the muck and you're like, oh, well, this shit ain't even that deep right now. I've got all this stuff I'm wearing, you know what I mean? So I'm not getting all yucky in it. You handle crises or anything totally different. It's stop and ask yourself fucking questions. If you have to look back in your life, look back to see how far you have come. Look back to see how different you are now. And then go, hey, I got this. This is nothing but a thing. You know, Mike was saying something to me yesterday. He's like, I remember, you know, when he had to put a cat down or whatever because it got ran over or something. Oh, sad. Oh. And he had to, you know, he's like, that was like $400 and something. He's like, I barely had 2 nickels to rub together. And I said, yeah, but you made it, didn't you? Well, I had to make payments. I said, yeah, but you did it, didn't you? And that was, you know, Spirit bringing to my attention that we always make it somehow when we think we'll never make it. We never see the light at the end of the tunnel. But yet, here we are. We've made it through all those things. Yeah, I'm on repeat from yesterday. This must be important. You know, it's like my bills are due in a couple days or something, you know, or in a week. I don't know how I'm going to fucking pay anything. And yet, something comes. They're bringing me to when Jesus spoke about, when Jesus spoke about, this is all I'm getting. Jesus spoke, don't worry about, like, bread, like how you're going to eat and where you're going to, you know. Why? Because these things will, one way or another, will be provided. And I'm getting right now, well, Sirena, what about all the starving people? Blah, blah. all those starving people are there because some force, some buddies have put them in that situation. And we'll just leave it at that. You know, but that's a thing. What about those starving people in what they call third world countries or whatever? What about the people starving here? And if we don't start growing our own food, we're fucked. I just heard you best get to buying those fucking non-GMO seeds right now before they take all that away. See, with non-GMO seeds, fruit and vegetables, you regrow from those said fruits and vegetables, so you'll always have food. You will never need to buy seeds again. So it's a great investment, is it not? We live in this world, and these things happen that are being done to us that have been for ever since, who knows, and fucking who cares. The world is going to cleanse. The only way to have a big, huge change is what is happening right now has to fall away. It has to be gone to be rebuilt. And it takes each one of us individually. We don't need to fight. You don't need to fucking stock up on, it just... This easiest and most simplest thing that people are not willing to do, I don't know why, because they don't want to, because they don't want to face them for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. But we, the people, just need to love one another. Work together as a human race. Fucking don't get it. I'm surrounded by people that are just starting to kind of wake up, but all they want to do is talk about the fuckery. Oh my God, what they're doing to us. What the fuck are we going to do? It's like, it's your choice. Like my son and I had a he's like, I remember when he was telling me, he's like, I remember when I was clean eating and going to the gym, and I was right there with him, right? I was doing all that too. And now we eat a bunch of shit. I eat things and I know it's harmful, and I do think I know it's harmful. I'm not going to blame anyone else because I know the difference. Stop bitching and complaining about people doing things to you when you're fucking doing it to yourself. It's a fucking choice. Well, if you don't want to be under the man and under their control, then get the fuck out and live in the bush. We don't want to do that. Well, then shut the fuck up. Because you are willingly feeding into that. I heard grow a pair. That's my... Oh, you just gotta know his spirit team is fucking great. If you leave your life, this is what's coming through. If you leave your life and what happens to you up to someone or something else, there's no control. And a lot of people, I guess, like that. Well, I guess it's just divine timing, so I'm just going to sit around and wait, for God to open the floodgates. You take charge of your life. They will follow. How's that? How about the God in you takes a stance, and decides, I'm going to walk this way. You make that decision. You begin to do the steps. And there will be assistance, perhaps. But it's all you. The devil's doing it to me. No! Okay, if the devil's doing it to you, then God knows about it. So what are you going to do? Be God's warrior? And show the devil? I'm a child of God. There ain't fucking shit you can do to me that I'm not going to get through. Fuck you. You work for me now, bitch. You know what I mean? I'm seeing like even the devil and like demons like bowing down like, oh shit. Okay. We can't do anything to this one. We've tried and tried and tried their whole entire life, and they're better than they ever were. These demons and devils and God and all that, it's all inside of you. Harness them. Grab each by, I'm being shown the chariot card with the white and the black horse, with you at the reins. Call it your ego, or your human and your soul, your human and your ethereal being, your eternal being, that you have the reins of both of them in balance, and you use them for the greater good. Welcome home, I heard. Welcome home. So now the light and the dark side works for you. Because you're the master. You're the master of puppets. You're the observer, the watcher watching the watchers. Watching them watch you. You're in control. Take back control, or get it. And start taking responsibility for everything that happens in your life. That is powerful. Because it's all energy, frequency, and vibration, baby. Peace be with you. This is another pilot prophecy. I know it's not a prophecy, but I like to say that. I was supposed to say that in the beginning. Fuck. Anywho. Fuck. The world could end tomorrow. Did you live your life to its fullest? Did you do the things you've always wanted to do? I don't care if it's everything wrong. Have you at least put your hands on it? Have you at least done it? You have everything to gain. More knowledge. More things of what you know what you want to do. What's an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur, rich people, whatever, like, I think it was Mike, someone was telling me, he's like, Donald Trump has lost everything. I don't know if this is true or not, but it's just, anyway, has lost all his money and built it back up. I'm like, well, that's an entrepreneur. Maybe you're not wanting millions and billions of dollars. Maybe you're just wanting to do what makes your heart sing and be able to live. You can always live. One way or another. It's, what do you want out of life? what's important to you. And as you heal and grow spiritually, as you come home to who you are, your things you want and things that are important to you change, do they not? Maybe not having a fucking huge house is that important to you anymore. A little space is good for you. You know, what's maybe more important to you is camaraderie, is friendship, is love, is laughter, is joy, is teaching the young ones and other people how to be awesome little humans, but happy, loving themselves for who they are no matter what they look like. What world are we building for our children and their children and their children? You want to make it great? Like Trump says, make America great again? Let's set our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren up for success, for love, for healing, and knowing. All the information is out there. We have the information. Now we must teach the young ones. So as he teaches the children. But how are we going to do that when we don't even know how to do that ourselves? So we must do it first. What just came to me was pay yourself first. So somebody needed to hear that, obviously, or it wouldn't have been said. You have to tend to your own garden before you can help people with their garden. Because you've already figured out the best way to do things. You've already figured out what works by your own garden. And then you can show. And if they don't have the eyes to see or the ears to hear, then you move on. Because people will come into your energy, into your space. They will begin to seek you. You will show up somewhere at just the right time. They call that divine timing, right? I talked about that. They will appear on your path. You will appear on their path. You have to see the small blessings. You have to see the blessings. Be thankful for everything, no matter what it is. Thank you. That was really fucking difficult and hard to live through, but I lived through it. But what did you gain? What knowledge did you gain? Thank you. Thank you, higher self, for guiding me through this difficult situation, showing me what I needed to hear, what I needed to learn, what I needed to see, so I can be better within myself. Because you prayed for it, you asked for it, you got it, baby. I love you guys. I'm going to go have a very blessed day. And fuck, we're all in this together, so let's do this together. Even though we're not face to face with one another in the same room or whatever, our energy is entangled and mixed together. So only focus on allowing the good to come through. And that you are sending out everything that's the love vibration, the God frequency. Namaste. Peace. Ciao, baby.